5 things you need to know this new moon in Pisces, and don't forget to stay tuned till the end for your pick a card oracle reading. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. If you guys are new, my name is Astaria Dream, and in today's video we're going to be talking about 5 things you need to know about this new moon in Pisces we're having. Okay, so let's jump right in. The first thing that we need to talk about is, well, what is a new moon and how do I work with it? So a new moon always starts a new cycle. So this is a great time for some intention settings. So what is intentions? How do I write intentions? Simply put, this is your dreams, your aspirations, your manifestations, or goal setting, right? And so you could write down, what is it that I desire in my life? What is it I need to work on? Can be in the personal development front, can be something you want to bring into your reality. This is a good time to write out those goals, those dreams, that manifestation, and set the intentions around this time. So this energy will always, generally speaking, with any new moon, sit with you for the next 2 weeks to a month, because over the next 2 weeks we will sit in the new moon's energy. It will be really strong about 3 days before and 3 days after, but you'll still sit in that new moon energy until we get to a full moon, which is roughly about 2 weeks later. And then we will sit in a full moon for about 2 weeks till we close out that moon cycle when we go into another new moon. So this is actually intention setting over the next month or so, okay? So that's the first thing you need to know. Definitely send some intentions. You could just write it down. You could bring in crystals. You could work with sage, incense, connect with nature, but just set some intentions and spend some time alone just setting that final intention, right? Okay, so the second thing I do want to talk about is, well, it's a new moon in Pisces, right? So what does that actually mean? Well, Pisces is the last of all the zodiac signs. So Pisces actually soak up all the lessons of all the zodiacs. So Pisces can be very sensitive. Pisces can be very intuitive. Pisces is also a water sign. So one thing that may be a little bit soothing for you at this time is the color blue. Now, whether you want to wear some blue colors or work with some blue crystals or light a blue candle, blue is going to be very soothing for you over the next couple weeks. Also, with the full moon being in Pisces, you might notice your third eye is a little bit more active or it's more stimulated. So one of the things that might come up is you might be feeling some pressure right in here, which is just clearing out some old blocks or some old energy to activate that third eye. So if you are feeling some sensitivity into your third eye, which comes out as pressure, right, in the physical sense, even though it's energetically releasing stuff, you can work with the crystal. Crystals that are really good for the third eye are amethyst. So you could work with amethyst if you feel a little third eye sensitivity, but if you need any soothing energies because you're taking on so much in that Pisces time, blue is a good color for calming and soothing over these next couple weeks. So the third thing you guys need to know about this new moon in Pisces is this is a time for accelerated growth. Maybe even the biggest accelerated growth we'll have over this year. So what do I mean by that, right? So we are coming out of the dead of winter and closing up a huge cycle. Now, I know the calendar says that January 1st is the first day of the year, but I want you guys to think about this for a second. If you look at how nature works, you can actually find out when the year starts. So we have a 4 seasons, right? And so we have the spring equinox, we have the summer solstice, we have the fall equinox, and then we have the winter solstice. So everything's broken down into those 4 energetic categories, right? And so think about it from this side. If you look at nature, in spring, what happens? You plant some seeds, right? You're getting ready to have your berries grow for the summer, right? You're planting seeds in the spring. They haven't sprouted. I can't go outside and get my tomatoes off the vine yet, but I'm preparing. I'm just now planting the seeds. This is brand new creation energy that happens in the spring. And then in summer, I can go outside and get to my fruit and pick it off the tree and cut my lettuce and do all that stuff because now it is ripe. So think about it like that. And then keep watching nature and you'll see in the fall. Fall is a time of harvest. Fall is a time of change. Fall is actually a time of things coming into fruition, right? I mean, think about that. The leaves start to change colors. This is also a time of harvest and a time that prepares you for the winter ahead. And then winter. Look again at the trees. What do we have? No leaves. Everything is bare. Everything is frozen. Is it a time of cold? It is a time of hibernation. So this is a time of no action energy. So when we hear that January 1st is the first day of the calendar year, it doesn't make sense in a no action energy. When things are dead, this is frozen time. This is not a time to move forward into new energies. When would be the time? Well, that creation time of the spring equinox, which is right around the corner. And so that's why I want to say there's huge accelerated growth, because this is the last new moon in the winter solstice. And new moons, like we talked about, the next 14 to 30 days, well, during this new moon cycle, spring equinox will happen. And then we'll still be going through that cycle starting the new year, right? So we'll have the new moon and the spring equinox like just a day apart. So it will be the 18th and the 20th. So it's right there. We'll be able to tap it again to the full moon with equinox. So as this huge endings, we're actually wrapping up a whole like seasonal year. So as we end, we're also preparing for what's to come with the new moon, the final new moon, and the winter solstice, bringing in brand new, fresh perspectives and brand new energies. Because new moons are already new energies, right? New beginnings. But this is like the newest of the new, because this will be the new moon that sparks off the spring equinox, which will start off the new seasonal year. So this is huge accelerated growth as we leave behind the solstice and we bring in the equinox. Huge accelerated growth, okay? The fourth thing I want to talk about is you might be starting to see some manifestations coming true. Now, maybe you set some goals, some intentions, some manifestations on what it is you desire. And for however long, many weeks, months, or even last year, you could have been working on it, and they weren't coming into fruition into the physical. Well, it's probably because they got stuck and caught up in the winter solstice. There's no action. Things don't grow in the winter, right? Look at nature. So everything that's been put on hold, you're going to start to see coming in. It's going to be trickling in over the next couple of weeks. You will see that huge sprout of energy around the spring equinox, but you may start seeing your manifestations coming here in the physical around this new moon in Pisces, okay? So look at it over the next 2 weeks for sure. Manifestations, things you might even forgot about that you put that intention out to the universe will now be coming here in the physical. So the fifth thing I want to talk about today is this is a time of heightened awareness. So remember we talked about Pisces being really intuitive. Well, you might be seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities all around. So even if you already see angel numbers, you might be seeing them like all the time, like nonstop, just right in your face. Or if you've never seen them, you might be seeing these repetitive numbers starting to follow you. You might be getting signs and synchronicities showing up in different kind of forms, whether it's an animal you don't normally see. Look that up when you see it, because there's probably a message there for you, or finding a lucky pendant, or seeing it as some kind of symbol, or finding something you wouldn't normally see. Spirit is communicating with us, right? And you might even be getting messages in your dreams. Here's the thing. The veil is very thin around any new moon, but around a Pisces new moon, it is extremely thin. So your ancestors, your guides, your angels, your deceased loved ones might be coming in with messages. So it's not even that you need to look around for them because they're going to be that blatantly obvious, but definitely look for the signs because they will be extremely kind of loud in your face during this time in the Pisces new moon. So now that we've talked about what we need to be aware of during this new moon in Pisces, it is time for pick a card. And so we're just going to do a simple 3-card pick over oracles. And so I want you to just take a moment, and if you want to pause the video for 2 seconds, you can, and just decide on a number, 1, 2, or 3. And this will be the card that will hold the biggest meaning for you, okay? So decide on a number, 1, 2, or 3, and then I'll get the cards out. And we'll start with 1. Okay. So the first message we have is self-love. Okay, I actually feel So as we're getting out of February, we're still very close. Like February is the shortest month of the year, and February's been all about self-love. And so whatever you've been working on all month about gratitude and beauty and all of that, you might have been doing some real inner work and doing some release work. I feel that you will start to now feel like reap the rewards, okay? Sure, self-care can definitely be heightened around this time, but I feel you're starting to feel it. So if you've been lacking any self-love or any self-worth, whatever you were doing in that February energy, you're probably now starting to get the relief, feel the rewards of, wow, you know, I'm glad I went through that in February and did the work, because now I feel so much love in my heart center. Okay, and so if you chose card 2, this will be your message. There we go. Blossoming. Okay, wow. Let me get close for this one, guys. This is exciting because blossoming, I can't even make this stuff up, guys. We just talked about how in this new moon cycle over the next 30 days, we will be hitting a spring equinox. What is spring? Blossoming energy. So the intentions you set today, sure, will hold true over the next 14 days to 30 days. But Spirit is coming in clearly saying whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been waiting on, your dreams are around the corner, and also set some new intentions. Because as much as we've let go of the old, and you might really be starting to see this new energy, don't forget to continue growing with the energy. Be thankful for your manifestations coming forth, but also set some new intentions, because this is huge blossoming energy, and things will come into fruition, but there's also room for more blossoming. So don't forget to work on new stuff. Okay. Yeah, for some of you, you might even been really doubting that whatever you were manifesting was about to come. You might have long forgot about it and said, nope, okay, I give up. It's not happening. Your manifestations are on the way, card 2. For sure. There's your like double, triple confirmation, because I just heard some of you that like it wasn't enough the first time that you heard it, or the second time or the third time. Well, here's like your triple confirmation. There's your triple confirmation. There's 3 threes here. 3s are the Trinity and the answered prayers. There's your probably triple confirmation that they're coming. And maybe you already got confirmation in the beginning of the video was your second confirmation, but no, it's coming. Be patient. It is literally days away. Okay, so if you chose card 3, we have pleasure. This feels like an activation with all the like sparks of ray of energy and love and light. And so don't forget that to follow your passion and your pleasure, right? We can't be all work, work, work all the time. We need to make sure we are living to our truest potentials of our heart center. What is your heart yearning for? What kind of pleasure do I need to seek? Is it with work? Does my work not satisfy me? And should I be doing a type of work that is offering me some kind of passion and pleasure? Do I need to go have fun with the kids? Do I need a girls' night out, a guys' night out? What do I need to, that sweet tooth, right? What do I need to savor that moment? What do I need to satisfy my heart center? How do I have fun in life? What do I need? What kind of passions? What kind of excitement? What kind of new energy? What satisfies me and brings me joy? Follow that energy. It's almost like a lucky streak of gold. If you can tap into this, that will actually speed up those manifestations. So don't forget to bring some pleasure into your life. What is it you need to make you happy? Hey guys, and that wraps up our new moon in Pisces video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you got anything out of this video, do me a favor and that thumbs up button this way. I know you got something that resonated. If you guys haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and there's a bell too. You want to hit the bell and turn on all notifications, because I do daily videos and I don't want you guys to miss out on any upcoming messages. That next message just might be the message that you need to hear today. All right, my loves, thanks so much for watching. Till next time, be blessed.